Good afternoon, friends. I'm Sue Ann Delk. Today is Thursday, August 29th, 2021, and this is my report and card pull. Might be daily, might be monthly, hopefully more often than that, but we'll see. I mean, sometimes life just gets in the way of doing things that we want to do. So, yeah, like I said, today is the 29th. If today is your birthday, you are a Leo. Happy birthday. The sun entered Leo a week ago today on the 22nd, right before that new full moon. I'm looking at the calendar here. I'm really not that smart. I don't know all that stuff. I'm just reading it off. So, yeah, that's the way that goes. Today is the 29th. We are in Leo. Today is a day for harvesting, not planting, which is a good thing because I found myself in Home Depot today and I thought while I was there I would pick up a few packets of seeds. I'm out of lettuce seeds. I like to grow lettuce under my grow lights, and usually I plant a new batch every 2 weeks so that it's always coming in. I ran out of seeds the last time, so I'm looking all around the garden section and I can't find them. So I go ask the cashier in garden, where's the seed packets? And she said, oh, they moved them inside now. You'll see them right inside the door. So I went in there and where's the seeds? I don't see any seeds. I see yard heaters and fire pits. So I saw an employee walk in my direction and I stopped her and I asked her, pardon me, can you tell me where garden seeds are? And she said, oh, they're right, okay, they were right there. Let me go ask someone in the garden section. I said, okay. I asked the cashier, but she told me they were inside. She said, I'll find out and see. She said, surely they didn't already get rid of them because there was a lot of them still left. And I was like, yeah, surely. And so she made some phone calls and talked to some people and reported back to me. Sure enough, they'd already pulled all the garden seeds. It's not even August, and you can't buy seeds for vegetables and flowers at Home Depot. If you want a sack of grass seeds, you can buy those. And if you want, live plants that are way overpriced right now, in my opinion, you can buy all of those you want. But I wanted seeds. I like to plant seeds. No luck. So I'll try a few more places tomorrow, see what I can find. But man, that's ridiculous. This is Texas. You can plant a fall garden once it cools down some. Whoa, what is going on with this color? Okay, that's bad. You can plant a fall garden, but not if you ain't got seeds. I mean, what are we supposed to do? So I still have probably that many packets, but I already have all that kind of stuff growing. I wanted to get some new seeds and some more lettuce so I can make my little salads. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. If you've seen my videos before, you may be noticing that the lighting is a little different. It's very harsh. And so what's what's going on is a few weeks ago, Alan and I installed a new light strip above this workspace because the one that was up there, the lens was cracked and it didn't want to stay up there anymore, and it was just messed up, and I don't know, it wasn't bright enough, and so I picked out this one, and it is so bright. I wish I had a dimmer for it. I should have gotten a dimmable one, but I wasn't thinking. So now this table is full of plants that are very happy. Okay, this thing right here, I can't remember what it's called. This is a volunteer from Seed. When it's outside, it will not bloom. I don't know if it's because it's too hot outside or because it doesn't get enough direct sunlight, because you can't see the sky hardly where I live. I have too much shade. So I brought it in and set it on this table with a few of these other plants, and it started blooming. So I'm very excited about that. And I have to show you this calendula. Look at all the blooms. It is just living its best life under this new light fixture. It's very excited. I don't think I've ever had one with 4 blooms on it with more buds waiting their turn. Usually it's 1 bloom at a time because they're inside, they're in little pots. That's not the best conditions for growing these plants. I mean, these plants are supposed to get, I don't know, 2-3 foot tall. I can't remember. I knew it wasn't gonna happen for me because outside they die of starvation, inside they're compact and stunted. Let's see what else. What else can I show you? Here we've got some dill. I love dill. This is one that got real big and stringy, and so I cut them off and started drying them so that I can save them for later. And you know, I thought this little thing might put out something again, but so far it has not. But a few other little seeds have come up next to it, so they can all be companions. And I have these. This is a variegated nasturtium. Isn't that gorgeous? I have never had good luck with nasturtiums until I just recently planted these. And they haven't bloomed. None of them have bloomed yet, and they may not, being that they're inside and in pots. But I have probably 6 or 8 about this size, variegated, and I think they're just lovely. And I've heard that you can just pluck these leaves off and eat them, or put them in your salad, that they're kind of peppery. I haven't tried that yet, but maybe since I can't get lettuce seeds anymore, I'll start eating nasturtiums. And then this right here is another little calendula seed got in there somehow, and I just let it do its thing. Let's see what else. Oh, here's some a little pot of chamomile, and it's very happy under these lights. I had 3 of these here, and this one looked pretty good, but the other 2 started getting, I don't know, I think they were infected or something. Like, you see how this piece looks right here? It was looking like that all over. So I put them outside thinking maybe the heat would help them, would kill whatever it is that's eating on them. I don't know. What else could I do? I mean, it's either inside or outside or whatever. Okay, this is some basil. It was outgrowing its little pot terribly, and I hadn't gotten around to putting it in another pot, but it seems perfectly happy sitting in this jar with a little water added to it every once in a while. So for right now, that's how we're doing things. And when I need some basil, I just pick some off, and to the town we go. And I have been making use of my basil and my parsley, and can't remember what else. We've been cooking a lot from scratch because we are trying to not spend so much money, because we have just a limited time to get our finances in order. Whoa, there I went purple again. To get our money saved up to go to the Ozarks like we like to do every fall in October. And I mean, you know, life's just eating us up right now. My power bills are sky high, and I got a car note again, and I've gotten used to not having one, and food bills are outrageous, and because when gas prices go up, food prices go up. When gas prices go down, food prices stay high. So So we're trying to reduce how much we spend on food because that's something that is within our control. You know, it's hard to control your power bill. I mean, there's only so much you can do. If you turn your air conditioner off, you're going to die. You can't control your gas that goes into your car unless you just don't go anywhere. But you know, we drive back and forth to work, and for me, I might use a tank every 2 months if all I do is drive around town. Because my Mini Cooper's really good about that, and the Beetle ain't bad either. It's actually better on highway, I think. I'm not sure. But neither one of them use much gas. But I don't go anywhere. You know, I go to the store, I go to work, and I come home. So, not really any money I can save there, so we decided to work on how much we spend on groceries. And we have found that we can really reduce our grocery bill by cooking from scratch instead of buying freezer meals or, I mean, most certainly not eating out anymore. When everything opened back up after the pandemic, after COVID, we ate out a couple of times. We were just jonesing so bad for Mexican food from Los Pericos, and so yeah, we hit that 2 or 3 times, and now we're just back to eating at home. But we were still spending a lot of grocery money. I mean, it costs a lot to eat, but like for instance, what we're doing is like the other day, we made pizza dough from scratch and we made pizza sauce from scratch, and that was a lot of fun. And it was enough dough to make 6 10-inch pizzas. So that was quite a bit of pizza. And of course, we needed cheese and we needed pepperoni, and I had some mushrooms and black olives, so we put those on there as well, and it was a lot of fun and it was tasty. I don't know if it was better than a frozen pizza, because I think those are pretty good. But, you know, the thing about it was that it was fun, and it provided a sense of accomplishment, and it was, you know, we still got a whole bunch of stuff left to make more pizzas. Because, you know, you buy this big bag of flour and you still have a whole bunch of flour left even after you've done it. So I'm making cornbread from scratch. I'm making pizzas from scratch. We're cooking dried beans and dried black-eyed peas, and of course rice, and I can't think of anything else off my head. Oh, enchiladas, cheese enchiladas, and Spanish rice from scratch instead of going out to eat or buying frozen enchilada meals. We've had those before, and they come with Spanish rice and enchiladas on top, and you bake it in the oven, and it looks good on the box, but once you pull it out of the oven, it doesn't look anything like the outside of the box. But it tastes okay. But they cost like $10, and you don't really get as much as you think you're going to get. And so, by cooking that kind of stuff from recipes or from scratch, it tastes better for one thing, and it costs a lot less for definite. And we, you know, still have ingredients to do it again and again. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You get these dried peppers that come in this little sack, and you tear them apart, and then you kind of cook them, stir them around in a skillet, and then you take them and you grind them up in a food processor. And the first time we did that, we were like, oh my God, we made spice. We made spice. I can't believe we made spice. So, I got out of control a little bit with that and moseyed all around, but that was my plant show and tell. Here's lemon balm. Yeah, there must be 15 little potted plants in a horseshoe around this iPad holder, because they're very happy under this bright light. I don't know about the rest of us, but the plants sure are. So, yeah, we have 2 more days of July, tomorrow and Saturday, and then Sunday we start a new month, August. And that is my birthday month. So, as usual, I intend to celebrate every day. But then, you know, I kind of do that every day anyway, somehow or another. So, there we are with that. That's that. I haven't done this in a long time, as you know, so I'm kind of forgetting the correct order that I used to do things. I mean, there's no rules of how I need to do this, but I used to have like a rhythm, and I would do this and that and this and card pull and garden show and tell and so on and so forth. Oh, speaking of garden show and tell, I had some pictures of some outside plants that I wanted to show y'all. Let's see what we have here. Oh, my cherry tomato plant set fruit for the first time since it was planted in the spring. And it has 2 little cherries on it. Isn't that fabulous? There it is from a distance. Here I have pumpkin vines planted in a old tire filled with dirt, because, you know, we're nothing if not high class around here. So I don't know if you can see the little the yellow, because this light's washing everything out. But yeah, my pumpkins are blooming. So, man, that would just be really exciting if I could get a pumpkin this year. I grew pumpkins inside last year, you may remember, and I did get them to bloom, but they wouldn't set fruit. This is an elderberry bush. It's bloomed 3 times, and then the wind knocked all the blooms off of the little cluster, and then left on the cluster, on each cluster, I have like 2 or 3 berries. So that's not very good. Here's one of my morning glories. Here's another one. Okay, here is my corn patch, my cornfield in a planter. And I noticed yesterday that 2 of them are putting on tassels or whatever it is they have to do to make corn cobs, or cobs of corn. Here is fruit on one of my Meyer lemon bushes, or trees. I don't know what they're called. Trees, I guess. Blooming roses. I have roses in pots because they have to be able to be moved around, and you can't do that when they're in the ground. And there's no good piece of ground that gets sun. The only reason these plants that I'm showing you now get any sun is because they're on the deck. And so there's no trees growing on the deck to drown out their sun. But if you get anywhere out on the ground, you just don't have any good luck. This is another pumpkin tree, and it's growing in a pot that I have a volunteer sweet gum tree growing in. And there's the tree again. It's just sweet as can be. It's about 3 years old, and I love it. And I'm like, what? I love volunteers. It just makes me so happy when things just grow, you know? Looks like that's about all I had to show. Oh, here's another one. Oh gosh, that's too blurry. Sorry. Here's another morning glory. Okay, so thanks for humoring me. I wanted to show off my garden. All right, I got our cards out here. Give them a little shuffle. Burrito's trying to get into a bag of chow like she's starving. Burrito! This summer, Alan and I fostered 8 little kittens that we took away from their feral mamas. And we have rehomed 4 of the 8, and we have 4 left that need homes. 2 little black ones, one's a girl, one's a boy, and 2 little striped ones, one's a girl and one's a boy. And look, right there on the couch behind me is Mr. Patch. There's Mr. Patch. The light's goofy. I'm so sorry about this lighting. I will have to figure out a solution. I have a light ring I hadn't even taken out of the box, so maybe I'll try that and then turn the overhead off. Here's our card. Red Queen. Woo! Red Queen. I'll put my glasses on for that. Oh, isn't she pretty? She looks very regal. Red Queen. I forgot my alphabet. Keywords: caution, ambition. The Red Queen solemnly crosses the threshold toward her chosen destination. She has checked her strengths, weaknesses, and personal initiative thoroughly and believes she now has the inner resources to move forward. She recalls a time in the past when she had set herself a goal but fell short. She was not aware of the level of responsibility and persistence the challenge would require. Now her inner capabilities are fully developed and she cautiously moves forward. Drawing this card advises you that solid achievements are now possible, but exercise self-care and assess your own needs and abilities along your path towards success. Good card, like that, yeah. Good card. Yeah, remember this deck? I've been pulling from it for a while because I keep starting and stopping. But we only have a few left. Here's some of the past cards. Remember those? Remember this one? Oh, yeah. Oh. They're in the order that we pulled them. So the last one we did before today was this one. Dryads. It's a beautiful fun deck. So we only have a few left and we'll be done with this deck. Today is the 1-year anniversary of my surgery that I had to because of my cancer. And I'm very happy to say that I have been going to my checkups every 3 months, and each time the doctor finds that there's no evidence that the cancer is still there or that it's trying to return or whatever. So I'm proud for that. That's, you know, I don't know what else to call it, so I'm going to call it 1 year cancer free and be happy about it. I'm so happy because, you know, it beats being dead, I gotta say. Yeah. It beats being dead. So yeah, that was 1 year ago. So about this time a year ago, I was probably still asleep. And then I want to say it was about 7 in the evening. I started waking up, and they got me some food and a little something to drink. And then I did a video from my recovery bed. So if you go back a year on my channel, you can find that recovery video where I was just, hours out of surgery, laying in my hospital bed doing a card pull. So, yeah, I might go back and watch that again. Sometimes it's fun to look where you've been. Helps you appreciate where you are, I guess. So, I know there's so much more I want to tell you guys, but I can't just ramble on for an hour. So I'll save some of it for another day and go ahead and get this wrapped up. But I do want to tell you that I love you and I miss you, and I thank you for watching my video today. And I hope to see you again tomorrow. Until then, take care. Kiss your loved ones. Kiss your cats. Bye-bye.